I am Steve. This is A is for Alice, B is for Bob. C is for the continuation of my box set Purge. Three things I think of when I think of the band Rush. By the way, this is part 2 of the R's. I've got a lot of shit to get through. I am only devoting 2 episodes per alphabet to wrap this up. I want to do this in only 6 or 7 more videos. And don't blame me if this goes 20 minutes long. Blame yourself for wasting 20 minutes watching it. All right. As I was saying, when I think of Rush, I think of 3 things. I think of Geddy Lee's voice. You heard my very good impersonation of it right there. I think the first time I saw them, 1975. It was in April of 75. They played at Fremd High School in Palatine, Illinois. And who were they on the bill with? They were on the bill with Kiss. And they played in a high school field house. Yes. And the third thing I think of is Gary over at Physical Format Rock and Roll. He's a big Rush fan, okay? And you'll see as we go through these why I think of Gary. So, finished up with the P's and then did the first part of the R's, but I forgot to include, or I didn't forget to include, whatever, wherever this falls in. The little mini box here, Quiet Riot. I bought it based solely on 2 songs. 2 cover songs that they did of Slade. Great band. Love me some Slade. Quiet Riot or no Slade. I found that out listening to these 5 albums. So we've got the self-titled. We've got Mental Health. Okay, so this is the one with Come On, Feel the Noise. Saw it on MTV like crazy. And then they thought, you know what? Not only we're going to play off of kind of, do the same album cover, but also we're going to cover Slade again. So on this album, they do Mama, We're All Crazy Now. I'll give them a tip of the hat here. At least they spelled it like Slade did. You would know that if you know your Slade. We get Quiet Riot, or QR3. And then we get the very best of Quiet Riot live. I think you know where this is going. Not a keeper. Goodbye. Up next, oh, you would have seen this quite a bit last couple of weeks in the VC. Rainbow, 75, 76. What do you get here? Well, you get Rainbow, the debut album. Richie Blackmore's Rainbow. Saw them on that tour. Then you get Rising, 76. Saw them on that tour. Why they didn't keep going? Why they didn't do, they didn't fulfill the RJD trio here, do Long Live Rock and Roll? But no, they give you 2 discs that are from a show in Cologne, Germany, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm not quite sure. Then 2 more discs are Dusseldorf, and then 2 more discs are live in Nuremberg, and then another disc of rarities. And you know what? There's a little booklet in here. It's not much to speak of. I'm not going to say the packaging is anything special, but the music is. So that's a definite keeper. All right, moving on to some power pop. We're going all the way. Yeah, baby. With the Raspberries. And, oh, Eric Carmen. He's dreamy, isn't he? So Eric Carmen right there, front and center. Yeah, go all the way. What else is on here? Is there anything else in this here? No, that's all that's on there. Then they do Fresh. Oh, I Want to Be With You. Yes, and Let's Pretend. Okay, another great song. Then Raspberry Side 3. What's the big hit? Isn't there a big hit on here? Oh yeah, Tonight. Tonight. And then starting over, you got Overnight Sensation. A definite keeper. Shout out to Alex. He loves his raspberries. They're from the great state of Ohio. Well, that's a keeper. Now we got us some Rat. Original album series, 5 albums. What do we got here? We got the debut, Rat Out of the Cellar. Okay, what was the song here? Round and round, what comes around goes around. I'll tell you why. Yeah, not a bad album, but then you get Invasion of Your Privacy. Big fan of the album cover. I'm a leg man. Dancing Undercover. Then we get Reach for the Sky. And Detonator. But you know what? I'm not much of a fan. So goodbye to these 5. That is not a high 5, that's a low 5. Mr. Robert Palmer, another original series. Okay, we get Sneakin' Sally Through the Alley. Yes, very good album. What the hell is this called again? Oh yeah, Pressure Drop. Oh yeah, look at that. Got more legs. Got more legs on that side too. We got Secrets. And then we got Clues. Everybody's looking for them. And then we got, I mean, it's hard to believe that it took until, what, he's like 10 years into his career to get a breakout album. Kind of like Bob Seger, you know, slow burn. Riptide. You saw the videos like crazy on MTV. He's addicted to love. What I like about Robert Palmer, he's a classy guy. Always wearing a suit. Do you know why he wore a suit? I read this once in a... Oh, that's a keeper, by the way. Said he always wore a suit because he likes to eat in nice restaurants and likes to stay in nice hotels. So, I'm with you, Bob. Up next, back in the day when they were still doing these portrait style books, we got Robert Plant, 9 Lives. Okay, so what do you get in here? Well, there's a book in here, okay. I had to pull it out. I don't want to do that. And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get 9 albums. That's probably why it's called 9 Lives. And you get them all here, the ones that matter, right? Pictures at 11, and what is that? The Principal Moments, whatever. You get the Honey Drippers, kind of a novelty album. And then what is that? Shaken and Stirred or whatever. I'm not sure. You get Manic Nirvana, Now and Then. And my favorite album by him, Fate of Nations. Man, I love that album. And you also get, what is it? Oh, you get the DVD of the concert, and you get Mighty Rearranger. But I'm keeping this. That's all the Robert Plant I need. I don't have, I have one single CD by him, and that's Band of Joy. I'm not a big fan of his solo stuff. That's more than enough for me. Speaking of solo stuff, Roger McGuinn, you know him from the Byrds. Turn, turn, turn. So, what do we have here? We've got self-titled Roger McGuinn. We've got Peace on You. Peace out. Roger McGuinn and band. How is this solo now? You got a band. Cardiff Rose and Thunderbird. I'm not a fan of any of these albums. Sorry, Rog. You are going. Ooh, I put Robert down there in the purge pile. Was my subconscious doing that to me? No, I'm keeping Robert Plant. That goes back up here. Okay, moving on to Roy Wood. Another original album series. Now there's 5 in here. It's supposed to be 5 in here. Come on, God damn it, get out. That's what she said. It's supposed to be 5. You can see them right there. 5 albums. So first up, we get The Move, Message from the Country. Okay. Now you may not know, you may not be familiar. I'm thinking you are, as if you're watching this, but this is Jeff Lynne and Bev Bevan and Roy Wood, okay? Becomes ELO. Then we've got the one that's not here, and it's actually that one, which actually becomes the very first, right there, the second one, kind of goldish cover. That's the very first ELO album. I have that up in my CDs. So that's the only copy I have of the first ELO. Then we move on to Boulders. It says right there, Roy Wood. It's not ELO. Then we've got Wizard Brew. Now, a lot of people love these albums. I am not in the camp. And then this is what? On the Road Again. You know what? I'm keeping these because I cannot sell this in good faith to someone because an album's missing. So I'm keeping it. Okay. Oh, now the Roy that really matters. Mr. Roy Orbison. My God, is there a better voice ever? So this is the Monument vinyl box, okay? So you get a little booklet in here, nothing to speak of really. But, why the hell is that in here? Why the hell is that in here? I don't know, okay. So what do we get? First up, we get, I love these 60s album covers too. Is this even 60? Yeah, it was 1960. Lonely in Blue. You got Only the Lonely, Cry. Oh, man. Did that man sing Cry? He make me cry. And the album Crying. What's on here? Well, you got Crying, The Great Pretender. What else? Oh, Running Scared. Okay, up next then we have In Dreams. You know the song. Roy, no sunglasses here. It's just glasses. Yeah. You got In Dreams here. You got Dream, Blue Bayou. Sorry, Linda Ronstadt fans. Nobody does it better than Roy. And then we got Oh Pretty Woman. If there's any song you know by Roy Orbison, it's Oh Pretty Woman. Okay, and he also got in here what? It's Over, Working for the Man. Roy is the man. Even though Ian Gillan is my favorite singer of all time, but that's a rock singer. Roy's not really rock. I mean, he's part of the generation, but he's not rock, but it's the best voice ever. And I found this in a secondhand bookstore or whatever. Roy Orbison. It's in a little tin can. You get 3 CDs in here. Get a little booklet. It's called Forever. And they split them into 3. You get Shades of Roy Orbison. Why is he calling it Shades? Because he's in sunglasses? I don't think so. Because this one's called Ballads, and he's in sunglasses on both sides. And then this one is Roy Essential. Sunglasses again. I'm keeping it. It's Roy Orbison. How can you not keep any of Roy Orbison? All right, so moving on now to part where we start talking about Gary. Gary loves his Rush. So, this is the first Rush box set. This is the debut album. It's my first contact with the band. I heard this album, loved it. In fact, in my band, we played Finding My Way. Now, to call this a box set, I don't know. There's not a lot in here. I mean, they do the Rush family tree. Okay, starts out in 1965 with John Rutsey as the leader of the band. Okay, they give you a little poster. They give you some, cards. You got Alex. You got Geddy. Then you got John Rutsey. Okay, and then you got the album. Okay, but not a lot to it. But yeah, it's a keeper, I think, huh? Then, I don't know. Did they ever do Fly By Night in Caress of Steel, a deluxe box? I don't think they have. Somebody let me know if they have. I got to go hunting for that. I saw them on, actually, when they played with Kiss. That was on the Fly By Night tour. So, now we have Rush 2112, the alternate cover. Oh yeah, saw them on this tour too. So you get the entire proper album, and then side 3, you get cover versions of songs from the album done by, basically Foo Fighters. We don't need that. But then Steven Wilson does Twilight Zone. Alice in Chains does Tears. And then we get side 4 and 5, which is live in Massive Hall on this tour. So, love that. And, oh yeah, this is what makes me think of Gary, because I saw an ass. All right. Love you, Gary. All right, up next. Oh, Farewell to Kings. I saw them on this tour too. And I think this is Gary's favorite album by Rush, Farewell to Kings. And once again, I love this alternate cover. And also the reason it makes me think of Gary is because Gary is a king. Okay, they give you the little slip mat in here. I don't know what else you get in here. You get the proper album, then you get Live at the Hammersmith. That takes up 4 sides. Oh no, 5 sides. And then side 8, we get more versions of their songs done by other acts. Dream Theater, Ant, don't need that. And then a bunch of other bands I don't know, so I don't need those. All right. Hemispheres. Now, I lost track of Rush after Farewell to Kings. They made a shift in sound. I wasn't really happy with it at the time, but now I've come to appreciate it. So here we have Hemispheres. Once again, alternate cover. What do you get on here? You get the album proper. Then you get bonus content, which is 3 sides live at the Pink Pop Festival, and then also live in Arizona. That's where I'll be in about 6 months from now. I will be live in Arizona. Okay. Moving on to Permanent Waves. This is the 40th anniversary. Now, I did not see Rush in the 80s at all. Okay. Once again, alternate cover. We don't have the hot chick on here. We got some weatherman. Okay, so you get the proper album. Then you get bonus live content from the Permanent Waves World Tour 1980. You get side 3 and side 4 and side 5. Basically recorded. How did this happen? Side 3, 4, 5, and 6. Every song is recorded either in Manchester or London, with the exception of Jacob's Ladder, which is recorded live in Missouri. I don't know how that happened. Okay. And we get another alternate cover. Moving pictures. Okay, they're blurry pictures, but what do you get in here? Well, you get the proper album, then you get live in YYZ 1981. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides of that. And then, oh no, 7 sides of that, 8 sides of that. Oh my God. That's a lot of live music there. People ask me why I buy box sets. That's why. All right, once again, a very cool alternate cover. Really like this. Signals. And what do you get in here? Let's see. You get side 1, side 2, obviously it's the albums. Then you get a CD, which is great. Okay, you get the remastered version. Then you get some 7-inch singles. I don't need those. Then you get Blu-ray and Atmos. And you get Dolby videos. And you also get a 40-page hardcover book. You get portraits of them. You get a 24 by 24 poster. And you get 4 band photo prints. So let's take a quick look at this anyway. So once again, there's the album. I really do like that, and I like how they changed up the back. And we'll just pop this out for the book here so you can see it. Okay, I have a good friend of mine. He's always wanted a Dalmatian, and the reason why was so he could call it Spot. Okay, he never got a Dalmatian though, but oh, here we go. Talk about Spots. And a beautiful book here. Here's the band. They're rocking out. Okay. And you got your, ooh, that's a nice felt inlay there though too. You got your singles here. Man, that one's kind of blah. That's not much of that cover. There's Embryonic Robot, also from Canada. There you go. All sorts of shout outs here. Okay. So there you go. That takes care of it. Obviously, I'm not getting rid of a lot. What am I getting rid of here? I'm keeping all the Rush and Roy Orbison, obviously. I'm getting rid of 3 of them. I'm getting Rat, Quiet Riot, and Roger McGuinn. Goodbye. Not to you. I'll see you again tomorrow, probably. Thank you.